All the fuller busted girls, please assemble because this video is going to change your life. This is hands down the most asked question I receive on Instagram to make a bra video. So I'm a fashion stylist and I myself am a fuller busted girl, okay? So many of you reach out to me on Instagram saying that I really carry my outfits very well. Let me be very transparent, it's not me. I've just mastered a really difficult topic, which is bras for a fuller bust. I'm so sorry to say this, but most of you all are wearing the wrong bra. And I'm here to share everything I know with you. Also going to share my recommendations for the brands and styles that work so beautifully on us. A bra, especially when you have a heavier chest, is entirely responsible for your back pain and shoulder pain. It's not just aesthetics and vanity, but it's a lot to do with your posture and how your body handles the weight on your chest. So if you wear the wrong bra, you're going to have back pain, shoulder pain, migraines. Did you know you could have migraines associated with your heavier chest? Yes. So apparently 80 to 92% of women are actually wearing the wrong bra. When I say wrong bra, most of you all are either wearing a larger band or a smaller cup than what you actually require. And wearing the wrong bra makes your outfits look bad, gives you back pain, neck pain, migraine, makes you feel wider and bigger than you actually are. And the good thing is after this video, you're going to be able to correct that. So when you're buying a bra, you are supposed to size yourself, okay? So there are two measurements that you need to take. One is the over bust and one is the under bust. Over bust is basically the measurement of the widest part of your bust. So it's essentially going to be here, the widest part of your bust, the biggest and the largest part of your bust. That's the measure we're taking. And the second measure is under bust. Under bust is basically a band size and it is right under your bust, basically touching your rib cage. The difference between these two measurements, so basically if your under bust is say 28 inches and your over bust is say 38 inches, so that's 10 inches difference, right? So the larger the difference, the larger your cup. And the smaller the difference, the smaller your cup. That's the basics of it. Brands don't make it easy because sizing just doesn't work uniformly across brands. So what you need to do is, if you're trying a new brand, go to their size chart. Just don't think I'm 32C, I'm 32D and just go and pick that bra. It's most probably not going to fit you. It's going to be just slightly off and you're going to settle with it. It's going to be terrible for you. So what you need to do is know your overbust and underbust measurements and keep them in hand and in your mind. Make a note and write them down. Every time you see a brand size chart, check where you fall and buy the correct size accordingly. The measurement of your underbust and the measurement of your overbust basically gives you your size. The sizing represents how tight and snug the band and the bra will be on your chest, and also the size of the cup, the volume of the cup. So 34D, the volume of the cup, actually be very similar to 36C, volume of the cup. The only difference is how tight the band will be on you. So let me introduce you to a concept of sister sizing. What is sister sizing? You are basically looking for the same cup volume in a different band size. Say for example, you're a 34 band size, okay? When you buy a bra, you're going to buy it such that it is fitting you at the loosest hook in the most snug way. Now say you find the same cup volume in a 36 band, you're going to wear it at the tightest hook so that you're basically able to replicate that 34 band. Understand what I'm saying? Say you're 34D and you go to the store and they don't have your size, then you can actually look at a sister sizing, which would probably be a C cup in a 36, and you would wear it at the smallest hook so that you get that 34 band. If you have a fuller bust, what I want you to do is I want you to take a measuring tape and measure your over bust and measure your under bust and keep those measurements with you. I'm going to link a size chart in my description box. It's a size chart from this brand called Wacoal, a very well-known brand, and they do a really good job with larger bust and larger cup sizes. Look at the size chart and check where you fall. If you fall anything above D, like double D, E, F, G, then it's very important that you know that, because you might be wearing a 36D and you might be wearing a 38D and it might be ruining your body. Found the size and you found the bra that you want to buy. You go to the trial room or you try it on at home. These are things you need to make sure that your bra is doing so that you get the best, most comfortable fit. So if you're fuller bust now, these thin, slinky strap, don't go for those styles. Those straps don't give the support and the hold and digs into your shoulder. They can leave like permanent grooves in your shoulder, back pain, shoulder pain, all of that. So go for slightly thicker straps. I'm not saying go for like these corset harnessed kind of straps. I'm not saying that. Just slightly thicker that you feel is comfortable for you. Make sure that the straps have cushioning so that they're not like digging into your skin and causing scars and marks. Then you need to make sure that you're wearing it on the loosest hook, because as the bra wears and you wear it over time, it'll get loose and then you can tighten it and still make use of the bra basically. When you wear the bra band at the back should not ride up. If your bra band rides up like this, it's not giving you the support in front and your bust is just going to sag. Back band needs to actually be parallel to the ground. Then The center part of the bra, that's called the gore, okay? That's essentially supposed to sit on your breastbone. However, I do feel like I have a lot of bras where it is not sitting on the breastbone and they're still very comfortable. So I'm going to talk about that later, and I'm going to share my recommendations with you, because what sometimes happens is when that sits on your breastbone, that's like the technical way it's supposed to fit. But I feel like it just splits the bust and makes you look wider on the side, which is not a vibe that I enjoy. So I don't really consider that when I'm buying a bra, but that gore should actually be thick. If it's thin, like how you have your triangle bikinis, it has barely any gore in the center. If it's something like that, you're not going to get the support. So if you have a small band, large cup, I don't know why bra brands think that if you have a larger cup volume, you are larger overall. That's definitely not the case, because there are people like me, I have a larger cup volume, but my rib cage, like my make, is actually small. Because of that, I find it very difficult to find bras in most Indian brands, because what they think and what their sizing basically indicates is that if you have a larger cup volume, you're probably larger overall. So they will make the larger cup volume only in 36, 38. They will not make that larger cup volume in 34 or 32. And this is the reason so many of you just default to wearing the wrong size, because you will have back pain, neck pain, and all of that just because brands are not carrying your size. There are very few brands that actually give you the smaller band, larger cup, which I'll share with you shortly. Full coverage. Why do you need full coverage? Because we have a lot of tissue that needs to be contained in the cup. Now, these half cups that you have, they call the balconette bra. If you wear that, what happens is when you bend down to pick something up, you spill over. Those styles are great and they look cute on lesser volume, but what we need is full coverage. So essentially a bra would look something like this. A minimizer bra is great, and when I say minimizer, don't think Marks and Spencer minimizer, okay? They make these really boring, for lack of a better word, auntie looking styles. Those are not what I'm talking about. Brands actually make really cute minimizers, and they don't essentially have to completely minimize your bust, like flatten it and like spread it apart. That's not the vibe we're looking for, and it's giving you a really comfort fit. So it's not essentially what we used to think about as minimizers, as something that's very old school, ugly, and just meant to hide your bust. That's not the vibe here, okay? Another question that I get so often is, what kind of bras do I wear with like fancier necklines? So the easiest fix for fancy necklines is basically invest in a good multi-way bra. It's essentially a strapless bra. Basically, your straps are removable, and then what you have to do is you have to just interchange the straps and work it around to fit your top. Say for example, it's a halter top, okay? So you have your regular strapless bra, you take a single strap and you attach it here, and then you take it around your neck and attach it here. That's how you have a halter bra. You don't have to buy a separate halter bra or just wear a strapless bra whenever you're wearing a halter style, because come on, let's face it, while there are tops that require them, if there's a top that doesn't require it, why would we put ourselves through that, right? Now, for example, you are wearing a racer back top. In that case, you just take both the straps, you're taking it here and crossing it at the back, and you're taking the strap from here and crossing it at the back. Basically, you'll get a crisscross that goes close to your neck, so you can expose your shoulders. When it comes to backless tops, I feel like nothing works as well as boob tape, so don't bother about backless bras because they just don't do it. Okay, so now let's talk about my favorites. My favorite comfort bra is this minimizer from the brand called Triumph. I love it because it's affordable. I wear this a lot at home. Even though it has a little bit of this detailing here, it's more or less seamless. It works well under most of my tops. It minimizes, but in a nice way. It doesn't like flatten your chest and like spread them apart. It gives a good shape, so I really like this. I know if I'm wearing this, it's going to look great under everything. They also surprisingly carry smaller band and larger cups for this style, which is great. Then if you are somebody who doesn't like underwire, then go for this Van Heusen minimizer. They're also great. It gives a really good fit. Fabric is really thick. You don't have to worry about anything showing. So they don't carry all the sizes. So I typically take a sister size in this and wear it at the tightest hook. Then another favorite is the Hunkamola Nina bra. This is also minimizer, but obviously such a cute one. It doesn't divide the bust and like just widen the appearance. Keeps everything together intact, and it's so cute to look at, and it's very comfortable. It is not that minimizing like the Triumph. So sometimes if I want a more minimizing look, I'll go for the Triumph, but on other days, I love this. They also carry your EFG, so which is great. Now coming to strapless bras, my favorite is from this brand called Wacoal. Wacoal Red Carpet Bra. It's a very expensive bra because it just works that well. While it's my favorite, and while they carry the smaller band, larger cups, in all the other styles. They don't carry it in the strapless in India. So I got mine from UK. If you're traveling, try this and you're gonna love it. Get it. But if you're in India and you don't have any opportunity to go, there is another brand called Scoop. I will link them in the description. They seem to be an aggregator of sorts, and they kind of source legacy brands from abroad. The pricing is high, but it's obviously lesser than what it would cost you to travel, buy, or even import it. So they carry your Curvy Kate and all the other famous legacy brands, and they carry small band, large cup size strapless bras. So if you're on a lookout, you could try that. My third recommendation for multi-way bra be the Nykaa strapless bra. Though they do not carry a larger cup, I was able to make a sister size work for me. Obviously, it was not perfect, but I love that bra because the straps are actually so widely set apart. It is one of the most versatile bras if you can find your size in it. It'll go with anything, everything. Support is also quite good as long as you can get your size in it. Moving on to sports bras. I've tried everything, okay? Close your eyes and buy this bra by Zivame. Under their range called Zelocity, they do the most beautiful sports bras. I'm a runner. I run in it and it's amazing. Let's talk about what I wouldn't wear. I used to wear a lot of La Senza. I would not wear those ever again. Second is Marks and Spencer. While yes, they have really good comfortable styles, if you are a smaller band and a larger cup, they're just not made for you. I used to always wear a larger band and a smaller cup just because I was under the impression that Marks and Spencer is made for a bigger bust. It isn't the case. All the other brands that I mentioned above are doing a much better job at the fit and comfort. Brands I'd recommend would be Wacoal, Hunkamola, Triumph, Zivame for sports bra, and Scoop if you have the budget for it. I hope I covered everything. All the links will be in the description box, and I'll take all your questions in the comments. Okay, bye. I'll see you in the next one.